Hello everyone! For this video, it is a collab with the one and only Cypress. So for this one, you will not get the QR code for Vanish Fafnir in this video. I repeat, you will not get the QR code for Vanish Fafnir in this video. However, since we want to be pretty fair in this video, we will give QR codes for the other Fafnirs. So unless you are not able to hear the audio or you did not read the title, then it is on you. And if anyone asks in the comments, meme on them with the timestamp because I explain it right in the first minute, not even 30 seconds. Alright, so let's talk about Vanish. So I don't like the holes on the chip, and another thing I gotta point out, and this is really starting to annoy me, but it's the lack of detail on it, because if I have Vanish Fafnir in my hand right now, the sheer amount of absent detail, the eyes aren't painted again, the entire chip is yellow, which why? It's supposed to be clear with gold paint on it. They did the orbs, which is fine, but lack of silver. They only did part of the red. Absolutely lazy and horrid detail. Disappointed. Again. So we've got the new disc, which is the HASBRO version of the DB disc. Now this is a very important form of discussion because of the fact that this is likely just going to be the same as TT, but just slightly smaller and modified a bit. Probably haul it out a little bit like how wheel was to TT's wheel. I do hope the weight on this is going to be good. That is an important factor, because if this stuff is not on the same weight as... I'll let it pass not being as heavy as TT, but if it's not as heavy as Wheel HASBRO, then I'm dismissing all those discs, because that is incredibly disappointing. The last part, which is questionable, is the Extend Plus Q performance tip. So yes, if you are wondering, the shape looks wacky, but actually, as we've done already news videos on, it is actually indeed Extend Plus. Now the question is, you know, how is it, did they do a mistake and give it Extend Plus, or does it actually have kick? How is it gonna work? Are they gonna put the actual tips locked in 2-packs or something? Is it a mistake, but this tip is for something else? All these questions we have right now. But with that being said, we're gonna get started. Oh, and it does have the 3 on there, but I don't know if you can low or high. If you can, that's pretty cool. So we're going to do a random opponent in the Slayer Base Stadium. So all we can do is hope for the best. That is the only thing we can do, but I am very worried, everyone. If you've seen the model in the app, it is hollowed out compared to TT's one. I pray to God this thing actually has the full rubber like TT. If it has the thing where part of it is plastic, but it has limited sections of rubber, I don't want to see anybody defend that, because that is abysmal if that happens, because that would be just so disappointing. But maybe, just maybe, it's just the model and it has the rubber. Because if we get a Fafnir that has either limited plastic and limited... Oh, not limited plastic. The limited plastic should just be the little dragons there and the rest is rubber. But you know what I mean, right? Like, we fought so hard for Mirage and it'd be so disappointing. So something else I've noticed is that it seems like these things aren't elevated, which was a big issue with a lot of surge rings. A lot of surge rings became very hard to use due to the fact that these rings were elevated. Because of that, for an example from Mirage, it would make contact with like the under part of the ring instead of like the actual part. And it was really just a cheapness in the design, so... Let's hope all of that's going to be good, man. I don't have high hopes for this season, but if they manage to do good, I will be the first to say, guys, they did a good job. Guys, gals, whatever you want to be addressed as, they did a good job. That's really all I want, man, but it's getting more and more stressful. Like, I swear to God, if we don't even touch 50 grams on these bays, I'll lose it. Like, TT has been going up, and HASBRO's been, like, down. Like, really down. And the unfortunate issue is that every time, you know, I try to be fair and I try to give criticism, you always have I call it the Hasbro purists. These people who will defend Hasbro or will make an excuse for any little thing, even if people can admit that, yeah, that was kind of bad. The reason why I think defending like that is the most pointless thing to do is because instead of giving them criticism, if you constantly praise it, what are they actually going to know? And this is not, it doesn't count if you just right at the end, oh, you give all this criticism. You got to be critical with each product so they can know. Why do you think for Pro Series it took so long? Which, by the way, I do hope that Wave 4 also has the correction. If it doesn't, I will be sad. By the way, if you're enjoying the video, make sure to subscribe and click bell notifications on. It's just these things. But now that we've sort of got in the discussion parts of my thoughts and everything, kind of already through and through, we're just going to keep on going, and I'll talk about my thoughts on the system and whatnot. Now, I do hope it does have a low and high, and it does seem very likely. And it even seems like the performance tip might have a mode change, which will be interesting. Really, what's going to matter here, very important, aside of Stadium and the Stadium gimmick, is execution overall. Speedstorm was poorly executed as a system. The reason why I say it was poorly executed is think about it like this. They made the Speedstorm drivers tall, and a lot of people... I'm sorry, I thought it burst me. They made the Speedstorm drivers tall, but a lot of people asked, why did they make the Speedstorm drivers tall? Well, it's because for the original Stadium, they were supposed to destabilize in those surge zones and then have to go to the center. But what's really confusing is the Red Stadium, the Motor Strike, and the Dark Red Stadium, the Slayer. They didn't need to be tall at all. So if the gimmick doesn't even make any sense and it was only done for a specific stadium, it ruins the entire system and like the illusion that they try to give you. Not only that, but I also hope they stay committed to doing the full discs. Like, I expect to see Giga for Hasbro, over whatever other discs. I hope they don't skip out on any parts at all. This includes performance tips. That's all I want. Listen, I feel like a crazy person because I'm asking for a lot, but it's like the bare minimum that they should be doing. Oh, nice side view, by the way. It's got the same shape and everything, surely, man. Yeah, come on, just do it right. Do it right and the fans will be happy. Exhibition battle, random opponent. We'll do it in a different one. We'll do it in the... I don't like green. Avatar, Epic Rivals, Epic Rival. I like purple, actually. Oh, wow, hey, good theme. Now, something that is pretty exciting is going to see how well will Vanish be able to spin steal. Now, obviously, there's going to be two contexts that matter. With the system itself, how well does it spin steal? And then after seeing how well it spin steals in general. And also, actually, another thing, how hard is the rubber going to be? I think Vanish's rubber was really hard, and it does not do a good service. And because of how they kind of butchered Mirage, that's why, unfortunately, something like Drain could do way better than it, other than, obviously, I guess, shape. I don't know. Listen, I'm just... I feel like I always... I have to make, like, a list per product for, like, an explanation for why a specific choice did not make any sense. Maybe... I don't know. What's also funny is that, what is it? Isn't it called like the Dynamite Driver Stadium or whatever that is in the anime and Quad Drive? So, that makes sense, the name. Listen, I just like Fafnir. I just want Fafnir to be good. When's the last time we got a good Fafnir? Like Drain? Geist doesn't count. Wizard, most certainly not. I don't know. Mirage is like 0.5, I guess. Now, will this probably beat the other Fafnirs? That's a good question. Honestly, I think it could. It's very unlikely that it's just gonna be outclassed by the other Fafnirs. Like, come on. I think most certainly it'll beat Wizard, and most certainly it'll beat Geist. I think for sure it'll probably beat Mirage, so actually will it beat Drain? Oh no, this has to be the best Fafnir. It should be, because for the shape and everything, and if it has good weight, it should work out, right? It also makes me a bit curious, actually. I wonder how they're gonna do the... What I'm thinking is, like, I was thinking, like, the performance tip is Extend Plus, but it doesn't make any sense. And then after I thought to myself, wait. Like, back up a second. Oh. Yeah, actually, I did back up. I'm gonna die. Whoa, don't hit me. Oh, close look at the parts, I guess. I wonder if they actually did give it Extend Plus, and they're not gonna give anime. Yo, that'd be hilarious, dude. Imagine if they just, like, didn't give the anime accurate parts. Or no, they do like this thing where like you have to buy another thing just to get it. That'd be hilarious. So, since the app update's usually at the end of the month, I guess the follow-up month, if there's any fixes or whatever, we'll probably find it. In the comments, I'm going to leave actually a challenge. I want in the comments to give a percentage of what I've talked about in the video and what I've talked about the most with. I'm curious. Whoever is the first one that I see do it, I will heart your comment and say, that's pretty cool. So that's a pretty good challenge. Wow. It lost. QD3. QD03. Why are QD03? So, boost, whatever. Let me see how this looks like. I'm just curious. Yes, it is the gap, but I wonder if some of them are not like programmed with the height in mind, just because of how it looks. Let's see how the other tips look like. No. Oh, okay, just not. But whatever. All right, never mind. Well then, I guess thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts. Subscribe to Cypress. Hey, look at that. I just found a skin that's from before. Oh wait, DR51-P. Oh. Alright, whatever. Wait, why is it glowing again? Alright, whatever. Thank you all for watching. And subscribe to Cypress and have an awesome and amazing day.